do have one more question, and that question is from moderately upset black dude.
Bobby Green?
Yeah.
This is
Bisping, Smith, Brian, Herringbone. What's good? Moderately upset black dude from California here. So this is something that's been on my mind lately. It's not so much a question as much as an idea. I just wanted you guys to weigh in on it. So to be honest, I'm so sick and tired of this whole double champ shit. Like, somebody goes up, they're not really risking shit. They're trying to make history, even though people have already done the double champ shit before, and nobody's going to do it as good as Amanda Nunes, to be honest. So really all they're trying to do is cash in for a super fight. It's fucking annoying. It's over it. Defend your belt in your division. This goes out to everybody, including Volk, who's currently my favorite fighter right now, but that was annoying. Now Leon's trying to go up. Leon's fought like twice in the past 30 years. Hasn't even defended against Colby. He's talking about going up. That shit's annoying. So here's my idea. If people want to be double champs from now on, I think the way we got to do it is, I know in most places for champ weight, you got to be exactly on weight, but that shit. If it's like a 155er fighting a welterweight, do that shit at 156, say it's champ weight for both of them, and they both got to put their belts up. The other option is you got to jump in that division, fight people in the top 10, work your way up to that second belt while defending both. Have a career in both divisions and then go double champ. I'm sick of this shit. Annoying. Peace out, y'all, and f*** you, Harrington.
Well, number one, that's a great question.
Yeah.
Brilliantly delivered, apart from the stop-start motion graphics. Great, excellent screen name. What was it? Moderately upset black person from California.
Yeah, I love that.
I like this guy. I like this guy a lot. And I feel his pain. I really do. I understand what he's saying because, of course, you become champion. You want to do that straight away because you get a free fight. You get a free pass if you lose. You get a chance of becoming great. You get a big pay-per-view champion versus champion. We all want to do that. I wanted to do it. Tyron Woodley wanted to do it against me. Everyone wants to do it. They're all saying it. Leon's saying it, of course, because it's risk-free. I think, and I don't like his idea of doing it 176 against 156 versus 170. There's unfair advantages. I don't like you having to beat a few people in the top 10 to get there either, because if you lose, it's going to devalue you as a champion in your weight class, and that affects a lot of things in terms of the economics of the business and yourself. But I do believe there should, well, it's not a hard and fast criteria, but it should be something along the lines of Volkanovski did it, Israel Adesanya did it. You got to go through the division.
Yeah.
You've got to prove that you need fresh opponents. You need a fresh challenge because no one in your weight class is able to do it. I don't know off the top of my head what it was with Izzy, but he was cruising through everyone.
Yep.
Alexander Volkanovski, if I'm not mistaken, defended the belt multiple times before he went up against Islam. So he didn't really have any competition, you know. So I think in those kind of situations, it's fine.
Me too.
You know? What's your take?
I think you got to clear out your division, like Leon moving up. That one hits a little harder than some of the previous ones because come on, dude. Like, I like Leon, big Leon fan, but he's only ever fought Kamaru Usman in title fights. There's a lot of challengers that are coming. You got obviously his next fight with Colby. Bilal is going to be in there somewhere. You're going to have, there's some up and comers. There's Shavkat. There's guys Ian Garry. There's guys that we got to keep rolling.
Gilbert Burns.
Gilbert Burns is right. He's one win away from a title shot. I mean, he's got a tough list of people coming his way. I just don't know if right now is the time to move up. And of course, he's going to want to move up right now. Like if Hamzat was the champion, I don't know that we see Leon run into middleweight so quickly. But I think we have a champion in Sean Strickland that he believes matches up well with him, and it stylistically makes a lot of sense. But yeah, I agree with some of the frustration. Listen, if I had a world title, maybe I'd do the same shit. So I don't know.
100%. That's why.
John Jones, you're taking everything I work for.
Yeah, that's why what UFC was it? Was it 200? When DC was meant to fight John Jones and John Jones popped once again and DC needed an opponent, right? I tweeted out, I'll do it. I was the middleweight champion then. Right. And, I was deadly serious. And DC kind of laughed it off. Bisping, what's he talking about? I was deadly serious. I'll step in there with it. Now, as we know, it was Anderson Silva. He flew in on a day's notice, went to a decision, got beat soundly, of course. There's not even a discussion there. Nice body kick by Anderson at the end. That was about all he landed. But I 100% I was serious. Do you know what I mean? Step up, last minute, no training camp. I don't give a shit. He's going to take me down. He might pound me out. Who knows? Probably choke me. It's another training session, and I've got nothing to lose. Do you know what I mean?
Losing your title, you get a big old fat check.
It's like, I'll give it a do. Come on, let's go, DC. Let's see what you got. Listen, he's a beast. He's a monster. And it wouldn't have gone well for me. But 100%, you get a massive payday like that on UFC 200, a champ fight.
Risk-free.
Risk-free. Exactly.
Built-in excuse if you needed it.
Built-in excuse. Well, I had no training camp, did I? Right. And he's way bigger than me. He was a heavyweight
and he's a wrestler.
Yeah. And I'm English.
Right.
And I've got one eye. And I'm retarded. Do you know?
Our pets' heads are falling off.
I could go on all day. I don't think they should bring... I think it would be too much of a stretch to actually bring in like a defined rule. Do you know what I mean? Like you have to defend it at least 3 times because you just never know. Like, and that would, I think because of that, I mean, in theory, great, but I think you might have possibilities for missed opportunities for certain fights down the line. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if you get a guy like Robert Whittaker who's fought everybody already, say Whittaker beats one guy and then goes up and wins the title. It's like he's already fought all those guys before. So him moving up after 1 or 2 title defenses wouldn't be that big of a deal because he's already fought all those guys and beaten most of them. That's
a really good example. Yeah,
I think
that's actually a perfect example.
Right.
Yeah. But you never know. Sometimes fights fall off. You know, and some madness happens. Look at what we just had with Kamaru and who was the other one to step? Volk and Kamaru stepping up short notice. Right. You know what I mean? We just had Tom Aspinall. That's different. But you know what I mean? Sometimes shit happens and they got to shuffle the deck. Right. Do you know what I mean?
If you put a rule in and then break it, then people get mad. Well, you didn't do that for me when I wanted to do it. So they don't make
That's what I'm saying. So they don't put in rules like that. But I think generally the practice should be, you've got to kind of go through, you know.
You gotta get 2, 3, 4 of them first.
But that was a good question, and I'm glad he asked that.
It was.
Moderately upset black guy. Feel free to come back to the crowd. You are welcome on the BYM pod anytime. And you are welcome for watching. Thank you all very much. Make sure you subscribe and ring that bell. Anthony, I'll see you on Thursday. What am I saying? Not Thursday. Thursday is Thanksgiving. We'll see you lot Wednesday. Special Wednesday episode.